Hi, I am Reverend Linda McCarty. I am the CEO of Faith in Practice. I've been privileged to serve in that role for the past 14 years. And I meet a lot of amazing people through this mission, this medical mission to Guatemala. And I'm not supposed to have favorites, but Roy Springer has always been one of my favorites. When I was just brand new in the job, I met Roy on one of our teams, and he would regularly seek me out to ask me very provocative and challenging and pointed questions. And at first I was nervous. And then as time went on, I found myself seeking Roy out because I knew I would have an amazing and thoughtful and wonderful conversation that would impact me greatly and make me think about it later. Roy had been serving with Faith in Practice since 2002, so he was an old hand at that. And he, again, as I say, quickly became one of my favorites. And I wasn't alone, because practitioners I know on the teams would often seek him out in the little clinics that we had set up for his advice, to have him take another look at a patient. His Spanish was really wonderful as well, and that was always a gift and a blessing. Sharing a particular memory that I will never forget is that Roy had a patient, a woman in her probably early 40s. He had examined her in a makeshift clinic with a sheath for a curtain, and he was sitting there in chairs made for children. And he knew that the diagnosis was that this woman was not going to survive. And he asked me to be there with him as he gave this woman and her husband the news. And as I watched Roy, with his compassion and his grace, the way he leaned in, the words he used with so much respect, even though we were in these very mean circumstances, it was very clear to me that Roy didn't need me at all. And yet there was a time when he turned it over to me so that we could all pray together, and we held hands, and Roy bowed his head, and I'll never forget that moment. Not only because it's always a privilege to be with someone under those difficult circumstances, but because I was there with Roy. Because Roy, I know, has always made me think about myself in a different way, experience myself in a different way to make me a better person. So while I'm here speaking as the CEO of Faith in Practice to thank Roy for everything that he did for the people of Guatemala over the past nearly 20 years, I'm sending this message on behalf of myself for the blessing that Roy has been in my life, and I know will continue to be in my life and in the lives of those that are closest to him, and how much you all are going to miss him. So I wanted just to say thank you for sharing him with me and with Faith in Practice and with the people of Guatemala, and sending hugs and prayers, because I know this loss is unimaginable and greatly felt. But at the same time, I give God thanks that we had Roy Springer in our lives for as long as we did. So again, sending blessings and prayers and gratitude, and in great celebration for the life of this wonderful and interesting and committed and just such a presence, this man that he has had, that his presence will continue for years to come. Blessings and amen.